In my lab, we have three goals. We're focusing on microbes with three different goals. The first goal is to understand how microbes interact with food interfaces. In a context of bioremediation, microbes usually interact with oil, and this is an area that is full of interfacial energy. Once they trap to these interfaces, the microbes start behaving and responding to this entrapment. So we're very much interested into that because this can help us derive some new solution in terms of finding some surfactant or some biomolecule that will help bioremediation of codon. The second aspect of my research focuses on how we can control persistent infections. In this case, we're using some physical-chemical factor, and it could be some electrochemical species, it could be electrochemical current, or even some nanostructure, nanoparticles, nanotubes in order to control persistent microbial infections. And the last aspect of my research is mostly based on the fact that many cells today are unculturable. So the amount of cells that we can bring to the lab in order to study them represents just 1 to 5% of the existing population of microbes. So what we do in my lab, we're designing some new technology in order to cultivate all these microbes that we do not know. And because we have the possibility of cultivating them, then we can learn from them, and we can definitely derive some new type of metabolite that can teach us how to fight against antibiotic resistance. So my lab is called the Microbiome-Interface Lab. We're studying how microbes interact with fluid or solid interfaces. In our lab, we have maybe 6 undergraduate students and 2 PhD students, 1 postdoc. We're trying to make sure that they can combine their engineering knowledge to real problems related to health, real challenges that we're facing with microorganisms that are beneficial to us, and trying to implement that in the study of microbiome interface. We refer to our lab as the Microbiome Interface Lab because there's a lot of aspects of chemical engineering, bioengineering, environmental engineering, even molecular biology, electrochemistry, and again, genetics that fall into these works. How many of us have been affected at some point of time by some type of recurrent infection that we have, maybe because we have a medical implant, or maybe because we went to a hospital and maybe received some antibiotic treatment. Then how many people again, how many lives are affected by the fact that some crude oil is spilled every single year in seawater, for instance. Then we think about the marine life involved, then we think about the human life also involved. How many of us are very familiar with the type of microbes that are on our skin or maybe on our body, and that prevent us against so many diseases? So this is the type of question that we're very much interested into. This is the type of research that we care about because they have a direct impact on people's life. The environment at Pitt is a very awesome environment, and I use this word because I found that really to be awesome. It's a well-integrated environment. My lab interacts very well with the dental school, the medical school. We have some collaboration with the Center of Microbiome and Medicine. And this is just an example to show how well integrated the system here at Pitt is. What I like about Pitt is that you just need to walk a few blocks to go to med school and have exactly the type of collaborator that you need. There's no expertise that you'll be looking for that you'll be finding here at Pitt. So basically we have everything that we need to excel.